Right, my ladies and gents, welcome to Saturday morning, 2nd of August, and I've just turned up. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Basically, I think in this video, I'm just going to stick a load together because I have multiple videos of me doing stuff, mechanicking throughout the last couple of weeks, and because I've been busy, and by the time I've come home on a night time on a Saturday or afternoon, I've basically run out of patience and energy to try and edit it, so I end up with a load of videos. So what I want to do is trying to do either one big video or two smaller ones. I'll probably end up with two smaller ones because the long ones don't seem to do much better than the short ones. So yeah, so I'll probably start off with maybe the Sanderson. Right, so I had this out earlier to move a pallet, and I'm having some problems with it. Basically, every time I boom out, it tries and turns the tines up. Every time you boom it, it turns the tines up. And sometimes when you're trying to lift it up and down, it's trying to lift the tines up, which is not a good thing. I don't know what's up with it. I'm hoping it's not the controller in there, the joystick, because it's still on its original solo joystick. And it won't surprise me if... Oh, it's on contacts. Okay. I thought it was a... Well, I don't know then. I'd have to try and find out, but I thought it was an electrical feed all the way through. Because there's the electric wire down here. It must be electric. So I don't know why there's doofers in there. Anyway, I say every time you move it, it's having problems. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. The other thing is it could be a solenoid as well, but I doubt it. It's more every time you move that. I don't know. I suppose I could swap around the solenoids again like I did last time for the bucket when it was being stupid. What I want to make sure is that it's not the solenoid again. So if you were here 2 years ago, I actually changed that one out. And the easiest way and quickest way to test them is to nick one of the other ones and put it in. So I can't remember which one. I think I picked trailer hitch or something, or one of the boom ones, and put it into there, and you could tell basically the fault carried over to whichever one that had gone into. So say it was a boom up and down before, it was doing it on without being commanded. It would put the boom up or down, whichever way. So that's what I'm planning to do with that. Is I'll flick that out. Sorry, what one? The bucket out with third service, and if it doesn't play up with the bucket curl again, it'll be on the third service problem, and I'll need to get another Danfoss valve. We'll need to get another valve. We need to get another solenoid for it. So if it's not, then we're into the cab, which is not where I want to go. I prefer to have this as a problem. Anyway, right, I've got this cracked off. Get them cracked off. We'll get across. Right, moment of truth. I say every time I boomed out, it would curl. So it's not curling now. Right, pull it back in, and it was curling on the way in. Well, they're curling down. That's weird. Oh no! Okay, interesting. It's curling down now. Whatever I do, look, I can do it that way. It will only curl down. Oh, she's got herself into a right pickle. Right, apart from up and down, it won't turn. Great. Right, 20 minutes or so, and I swapped that one. Oh, should I say that one for that one, that one for that one. Just flipped them over. So screw back down. So all this is going to do is proof of concept. Well, if it is the solenoid's problem. So right, we'll go into the forklift, fire her up, and see what happens. Right, in the cab. I don't know if you'll actually see down there, but the plug is off there. So we'll give it a go. Right, should curl up. Nope. Nope. Right, we'll take the next one off. And we'll see. Right, I've just had a word with the Oracle, that is Christopher, the mechanic. Because obviously you've just seen that everything is now curling it. And he said that it still could be that solenoid that's throwing the voltages out to everything. So what he said to do is take electrics off that and see if the rest of them all start working again. If they do, it is that solenoid, which will be quite nice because that's an easy fix. We've been here before. I'm sure we have. I'm sure it was on the curl. Oh no, it can't have been because it was the boom. I think it was the curl last time. I'm going to have to have a look back in my book, on my videos. I'm sure it was the curl last time, and I swapped out the curl for the boom, and it worked, so I put the new one into the boom. Anyway, right, take that one off, we'll try again. Right, so I'm back to having the original solenoid in its original place. I've taken the plug off again, and we're back to basically standard functions. So shall we go up and down, or down and up, boom in and out with no problems. So unfortunately I think Chris is right, and I think it is that one solenoid, which was the same as last time. I obviously swapped it out, but never mind. Right, it's fairly simple. In fact, I've left the bloody part anyway. Just plug it back in again, bolt it on, put that on, and then we should be working. But first I need to sort out the oil spill, unfortunately, so I'll go get the tray and just wipe it on. It's already missed anything else, because it's already dropped on the floor, so yeah, we'll get that. I need some brake fluid in as well, and job done in 10 minutes. Right, literally 10 minutes later and it's in. So plug's not great on it, but I can't be bothered changing it in a minute. There are other jobs to do, so if that cures it, I'm happy at a minute, and then winter time comes, we can play around with that and some other stuff. Just filled up the brake reservoir. I do have a problem with the brakes as well. Basically it keeps drinking fluid, so that needs sorted. Just trying to find out about rebuild kits. The only problem is I've heard that the rebuild kits might not last very long and they weren't cheap, so I need to sort that out. But first of all, I'm going to fire this up and then I'll tell you about the other problem. Alright, get my key. High-tech security. And we'll start in anyone for a second. So if you remember before, what was happening was the tines were going up and down every time I moved the joystick. Especially when I boomed out or boomed in, it would tip the tines up. So if I boom out on that one, the tines should stay level, which they do. Back, they do. Tip it down. Don't know why it's slow tipping it down, but tipping it up, boom up and down, well down, I don't know. Phew, right, job done. Let's just make sure we're not leaking outside that. No, nice and clean. Beautiful. Right, well that's sorted that one. Yeah, I'm glad that's sorted it. A fairly simple fix, but just an expensive one. Anyway, right, we'll tidy. Oop, pothole there. We'll tidy this mess up, and then I'll have a look under there as well. There's a job to look at. The problem we've got under here is if I pull the dipstick out, it's not too bad at the minute. It was actually, it's overfull when it's cold, and the oil seems very thin, so I think the seal on the back of that pump's gone. So yeah, just having a look how we sort that out. But yeah, it seems to be overfull when the engine's been sat and you dip it, which I think's diesel. And we've done the lift pump, which was on this side, right down in the bottom there. And if you just see it, just there, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but basically ended up taking all this off last time to get to it. Changed that out because it was the cheapest and easiest fix. And then it's now filled back up, we think it's that. The other option it could be is the hydraulics, but the hydraulics sit, diesel tanky full, hydraulics sits, if you'll see that very well, quite nicely on the high mark. It doesn't seem to go up or down, so don't think it's that. Can't be the gearbox because the gearbox is lower than the engine. So the only two things it could be is the high pressure fuel pump or the lift pump. And since we've done the lift pump, my betting's on the high pressure pump. But yeah, I'll send Chris a picture of that because he knows what he's doing more than me. And that might be a job for another day. Right, so I've dug out a couple of stumps today and well, I haven't really filmed them. One's been really quick and one's been pretty awkward. But yeah, onto this exhaust pipe, and I've actually got it up. The clamp off up there, and I've got the clamp off down here, and it's free, but it just will not release itself. So a bit of that on, a bit of wiggling, it might just get there. Right, so we've had the welder out and even pulled my table out a bit more. So let me get something I can actually grab hold of it with, because that is filthy. I'm going to have to use my new brake cleaning fluid because it was that filthy. So yeah, it's not pretty, but it's welded up. I did actually forget to turn the gas on that bit, so you have to forgive that. But yeah, not the prettiest stuff in the world, but as long as it holds together, which I think it will, because it seems solid enough. And we'll try putting that back on digger tomorrow. It's definitely no painting, but okay, well I ground it all off just in case my welds aren't very good. Alright, let's go stick this on. Right, so basically I've got to try and thread it somehow down there, around the counterbalance, and then get it past that, get it around that, and under that. So it's going to be 2 hands. It took me about 20 minutes last time to do, so yeah, not the greatest to do. But yeah, we'll get there. Right, so after a bit of fighting, well, she's in. And if you ask me how I did it, I'm not quite sure. I did actually feed it from up and then across and then kind of in. It was a bit of a fight, but if you keep twisting it, it found its way. So it fits quite nicely at the bottom there as well. So anyway, clamps back on. I've just had to have a look at my video to see what the clamps were or how they were, because I can't remember on that one where I don't know what you call that bit. The shaped bit to hold the well, part of the clamp that holds the pipe. So I think it was like that. It's also a bit screwed up because obviously I welded around it, so the distance round the U-bend is a bit longer now. But all this bracket's loose, left it loose so I could wobble it about a bit, and it fits nicely at the top, so I can get that bolted down. Alright, it's on. I have got the guard off because that sits about there and protects, I'm not entirely sure what. And the engine mount, that which I think is a bonnet release, and then a couple odd bits of wires, but they're like that far away, so I'm not too worried. But what I did notice as well is that's supposed to be on there, not that on there. That was actually, well, I think it's been brazed before, because when I ground it, it didn't spark, so it actually fits better with that on. It's holding it in a better position. So I need to do them bolts up yet, I forgot about them. But yeah, just in. I also need to tighten that up because it's weeping. Let's see how it floors. So farmer style, unfortunately. There should probably be an O-ring in there, but it's probably long gone. So right, we'll get them tightened up and then do that, and then she's done. Right, so I'm gonna have a go at this. Let's get that ram off because as you can tell, it's leaking quite nicely. So fairly simple. Bolt out of there, and pin through there. Well, sorry, I should say it's a pin through there, a pin through there, and then there's a couple of pipes to take off, which shouldn't be too bad, he says. So I'll go get my plugs as well, my hydraulic plugs, which have been quite handy, and then I can stick them in and try not to make too much of a mess, which would be quite nice. So yeah, hopefully it'll come apart right, because it's fairly well greased, but you never know. I'm starting to like this little chisel that I found. Basically this should stop it rotating on that, but yeah, it's all one, so I've just jammed the chisel in there and broken off with basically a 3-foot bar. So yeah, that's spinning now, which is good, so that can come undone. Need to find myself a 30, about 37mm I think, 27mm, sorry. And we'll knock those 2 pipes off that side, that can stay on for a minute. I can plug them hopefully. There's only that much oil in top of it, I'm hoping. So my little plugs here, I can just ram one of them up, it should be quite good. So yeah, so far so good. Right, so bolts cracked off, they're cracked off, so they're loose or loose-ish, but I think there's some pressure still in there. I'm going to try and get it out, as in pressure in the system, not just in the ram. The ram should be okay, but I quite enjoy watching Ali's Digger Diary, if anybody has seen that. And he works on, well, Doosan, Devlon now. But just watching some of the stuff that he does relates to everything else. And I know when I've taken that cap off before, there's been some pressure in it. So if the pressure out there, it's not going to fire it down the line and completely cover me in oil. I've got a rag as well, just to try and pull over while I take the pipes off, just in case. But yeah, every little helps. Right, it's cracked off. Yeah, there was a bit of pressure in there. So, good thing to do. I'll tighten that back down again and then take the pipes off. Well, for a farmer's machine, I'm quite impressed. Pin doesn't look too bad. It's a bit worn, but we'll be replacing that. There is quite a lot of slack in there, but pins are literally just popping out. So that one tapped out, and that one's just, well, the weight of that's holding onto it now. So I shall go get the now fixed Sanderson. And I'm glad I had that bucket there, because as soon as I undid that one, ram went down and chucked all its oil out there. So yeah, never mind. What I will do is I'll put that and the bolts back. Oh, don't drop it. That and the bolts back up here where it belongs, and I know what's going where. So yeah, right, Sanderson strap. Take it away. Right, simple as that. It's free and loose. Tell you what, I do love my Sanderson for doing stuff like this. It's really good compared to the tractor. I know a mate asked me the other week, he said I should really get rid of that, which I probably should, but when you're doing stuff like this, it's really handy. But yeah, right, we'll get that ram into the workshop. I've changed over my plugs at the end so a bit smaller, so they shouldn't fall out, and get this mess tied up a bit. Right, so near enough that's everything back together on that end. Just need to tidy up. Just tightened up that cap on there. I was about to put everything back together. So I'll have a quick look at this as well. So it's definitely damp, and I'm wondering if this pipe down here has got a weep in it. Granted, it is all the way wet up here, but I don't know. It's definitely something leaking more than it should do, because there's a puddle. To be fair, it could actually be that cap. Looking at it, but maybe another winter project. Take that off and re-gunk it. Should stop all that hopefully, because it's a bit of a mess. Anyway, right, that back on there, that down, and then we'll go have a go at the ram. Right, a bit of bonus footage for you. I was just on my way home and saw a gate was open, and neighbours off for it. So it looks like it's a wheat. I presume it's a winter wheat. So looking bottom is missing now, so good. It's not a very big header. What was it, 12, 15 foot? And crops are a bit thin like, but even grain's looking a bit small. Oh well, he's knocking it off. That was one of the hedges I did last year. Yeah, nearly a year ago now. It's looking quite good. Looks like I've stood around for too long. Oh dear. So yeah, it used to be trailer on. This is the one that I usually use from, or borrow from. And this is a case 5140. I think it's the second time I've actually used this one. I did a bit of power houring with it. But she's a good old bus. Can't complain. Better than our Massey anyway. Right, so he's just gone off to cut down that side of the field and back over to this corner, and we'll meet him down here again. It doesn't seem to be doing too bad a job, as in there's not a bad crop on it, well, especially for a year anyway. Go on, go, round you go. Ooh. Try not to roll the trailer. I think I'm in the wrong, I think I want to be next ranges, next couple of ranges. But yeah, happy days. Right, combine's just gone and I've unloaded on the go, so yeah, that's the first time in 2 years I think I've done that. I keep forgetting this has actually got a shuttle on it as well, not just gear sticks. So yeah, he's just over there now, so I think he's going to do a run back round, then I'll run back to that corner, then come back up here again. And we'll unload in this corner. So we're just talking about the hedges, saying how they've grown quite well since they got absolutely mullered by me. In fact, it died off a little bit outside, I think sick grass. But yeah, tops are doing right. But yeah, I'll be down for hedge cutting again I think this year. Right, well we're full. Farmer's just filled us up, so we'll go down to the store, which is only over there, so we ain't got far to go. Right, well he's ticking away there. The Swifts they're kicking around. Don't know if you'll see them on camera, that bloody quick. Yeah, the Swifts. So yeah, so far I've got a trailer full, and he's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the headlands. So I'll probably quarter way through. Right, 10 to 7, and we've kind of got, well, you won't be able to tell because we're on a bank, but probably got a good third at field, like width where he's done. So he said he just wants to do another trailer full. That's 3 trailer fulls so far, so I'm reckoning that's probably not a bad crop. It's taken every 4th pass to fill the tank up near enough. So yeah, doing all right. We have had one cock up as well, which was my fault. We're kind of filling the centre trailer, then trying to go to the back. I've just got a little bit, you can just see over the top. And well, to be fair, accelerator keeps getting stuck as well, which doesn't really help. And yeah, I kind of pulled too far forward and we overshot the back, so it's Probably a bucket or so of grain somewhere out there. Feed the deer. Other wildlife. That was planned, obviously. Right, last bit going in. I can't do the last bit filling up myself. I'm useless. So that'll do it for tonight.